I don't think one person can save hip-hop music, definitely. But I'm going to try my hardest to contribute to help. You know, no one won't be able to say that, oh, Stat didn't consistently put music out. So I'm going to put a mixtape out every month. And I'm finna drop the Bell out in like 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? That's coming out like around the 25th or 26th. Okay. You know, I just put the South Got Something to Say out. Then the following month, I'm going to put out Quo City. You know what I'm saying? Then the month after that, I'm going to put out 2010. You know, these are, and I already have them recorded. And it's all new songs. This has nothing to do with what I did with Shady Aftermath. You know what I mean? Yeah. And as far as that material, I'm going to put that shit out around, you know, at the right time. I'm going to wait to see. You know, I'm gonna wait to see what, you know, see how it all plays out. But I'm gonna put that shit out at the right moment. You know, the attention, that's gonna get a lot of attention to it because of who did the beats. You know, who's particularly on the song and shit like that.
That's all good shit to hear though, man. Because you know, from a fan perspective, from people that been coming to our site, been asking about you, that's good to know that music is not gonna go unheard.
No doubt.
I mean, seriously, that shit. I can't say that enough because as many times I done sat here and I'm like, I wonder what these niggas done cooked up over all these damn years. I know they got some fucking fire.
Yeah. Like I said, man, Dr. Dre and Eminem, these are incredible artists, like all the way around. They work so hard. All they do is make music, and the majority of the stuff they make, no one gets to hear it. So the stuff that I've made with them, you know, regardless of what somebody say about me, once I do it, you know, I don't care. Yeah. Because this is bigger. It's bigger than my relationship with them. It's bigger than that. This is about hip hop. This is about rap music. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no doubt.
I put a song out and I said Another Level. I just put that out today. And I said in the verse, I was like, when I look at my son, I can't rap like y'all. Because I want hip hop to be around when he's tall. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, this shit is about the music. I don't give a fuck. I lose friends over hip-hop music because hip-hop music has been my best friend throughout the years I've been living here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've been friends with hip-hop long before I knew a Dr. Dre and Eminem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't about no friends. Yeah. Hip-hop my best friend.
Now, I want to ask you one question on looking back, man. No animosity at all? I mean, and I'm not saying...
Because Bishop had a few things to say. Yeah, he said he wouldn't even speak on it.
Of course. Listen, man, I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I mean? Of course, man. How can I got like, you know, they didn't do me right, man. You want to really get into it? They ain't do me right, man.
What happened?
Everybody in that situation know they ain't do me right. But you know what? I got respect for them as artists and human beings to where like I'm not even gonna try to come off and go all in that route to be trying to sound like some old bitter ass nigga. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, when you look at the situation and you look at and once y'all hear the music that I was making, that's once you hear the music I was making and you really get into that beyond the politics of the shit, it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's like being on the Yankees and like they treating you like you're on the Kansas City Royals. You know what I'm saying? Like
no doubt.
It's fucked up.
So I just want to get that clear real quick because you just said the key word, politics. And I just want to ask, was it politics or personal? Man. So politics was the biggest reason to why you never got that release off the Shady Aftermath. That album never came out?
You know what? I'm going to keep it real. You know, hopefully one day it'll be an opportunity for me to even really get into that and just break that down. To tell everybody everything about what was going on. You know, I would love to do that. And hopefully one day I'll get to do that.
The thing is we can't enjoy your music until someone lets you drop the fucking album. I mean, that's honestly that your album and Saigon's album were my two most anticipated albums of 2008.
And yet 7 and 6 and I mean, so
and
on
a lot
so
of people's most anticipated. Everybody, what's
we've
that?
Been waiting
what's that?
For a while.
What pisses us off is and we don't even like to fuck with the politics a whole lot. But what pisses us off is the fact that you know these labels. Your work gets shit on and we don't get to hear it as a result of politics and business
decisions. The business kills them. It kills the music.
So this is what happens, man. This where they fuck up with rap, man. They spend too much money on rap.
Okay.
You know, they spend these labels will spend $3, $4, $5 million and $10 million to make a rap album.
That's ridiculous.
Like you understand, hip hop was founded on like 4 tracks. Motherfuckers was making rap records back in the days on 4 tracks. 4-track recorders in their rooms. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
and now with the way the technology is, I got homeboys that record in their bathroom. DJ Quick did a whole album recording in his bathroom.
And the shit sound good too. You don't need to be in no fucking You don't need no $1 million studio.
So what happens is these labels spend so much money, and when they spend all that money, then they're looking at the end. Okay, well we gotta have this big smash. And you know my situation, I signed to Dr. Dre and Eminem after 50 Cent put out a record called In the Club. So once you come with a record called, and when you come with In the Club when it was that successful, they want everything to be in that vein. Now then you take Dr. Dre, who's a perfectionist anyway. So it takes him a long time when it comes to saying, okay, I'm ready to go. I remember having a discussion with him, and he was telling me that his songs on 2001 and songs on The Chronic that he wish he could not have on there. And I'm like, these are fucking classic albums. They have no flaws.
Wow,
so
that's what I'm saying, man.
Is such a perfectionist that when an album come out, he'll listen to it like the first day it come out, and then he don't ever want to hear it again. If it comes on, he'll never want to hear it.
That's
like makes him sick. Like if he go to the club, which he ain't going to the club, but if he went to the club and fucking Explosion came on, he'd probably walk out.
You serious?
He don't even want to hear that shit.
Quit playing, man.
He don't want to hear it. He don't want to hear it.
It's that deep.
He's on record to say that. He don't want to hear it. So somebody like that, and like I just told you, 2001 and Chronic, it's songs that he felt like shouldn't even been on there. They weren't good enough.
Wow.
Like, you talking about Stat Quo trying to do an album or like trying to get some shit popping, and we trying to agree on what the first single should be. Like, you dealing with that? Yeah. Like when I first signed with them, I could have put out an album with nothing on it. It could have been a blank CD and wrote Stat Quo, Shady Aftermath, and put me, Dre, M picture on the front of it. That shit would have sold 4 million records just because
you ain't lying, man. That's some real shit right there. Yeah, that's true.
But they waited, Dre, and waited. It took so long till everybody get on the same page.
It killed the buzz, man. It killed the buzz.
It killed the buzz, and then the whole movement of it all ain't where it used to be. You know what I'm saying? It ain't where it used to be. It was, I love M, Dre, I love them motherfuckers, but it ain't the same. People have changed. You know what I'm saying? They still making the same music, but what's considered mainstream and what's considered what people want to hear, it's not that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. No doubt.
So now you got Interscope, which is the parent company, Jimmy Iovine, and they have stockholders that need to make certain amount of money, to keep the lights on. And so when it comes to what's going to sell, all they can look at is Dre, M50. These are the projects we want to push. So when it comes to anybody else that's on Shady Aftermath or G Unit, we ain't trying to hear that shit. We want Dre, Eminem, and 50. And if you look at Interscope Records as a whole, what has come out on Interscope or Geffen that has been like ridiculously successful?
Besides those three,
they struggling as a company, dog.
Yeah. No doubt.
They're having a hard time. So they need these albums to come out so that they can pay their fucking bills. And I understand that. And me, I'm not prepared to sit another 4-5 years and wait for these albums to come out. I can't sit and wait on Dre. I told Dre 2 years ago that he ain't putting his album out till 2010. and when 2010 come around, he probably ain't gonna put it out then. And what people don't understand about him in that album, he had to put that record out. Contractually, he's got to put it out. You know what I mean? He don't have a choice, period. He got to put the album out. In his contract, he got to put it out, or he got to pay a hell of a lot of money back, period. You know what I'm saying? So Detox is going to come out, or you're going to hear about Dre paying a whole bunch of money back. It's about when it's coming out.
I don't think nobody knows what Detox even is yet, dude. I mean, to be honest.
Of course not, because like I told you, you're talking about a man who said 2001 he would take some songs out off of it. So it's like songs to him, he makes so many records and so many beats, he'll love some shit for like three months, but then he don't like it no more, it becomes old.
Man.
But we haven't, the public, you guys haven't heard it. When it's old to him, it's old to him because he listens to it like crazy.
Yeah.
I remember I recorded some songs. I did I recorded like 7 songs one time when I was over there. And I remember he told me he went and listened to them shits like for 2 days back to back. Like just listen to them over like 40, 50 times in a row.
Oh,
like,
damn.
Like,
you ain't gonna like nothing after that.
No, but this is my thing. This is me. So imagine if it's him.
Mm-hmm.
So you listen to some shit 300-400 times, you gonna obviously get tired of it, and it's gonna be old to you. But ain't nobody ever heard it. And this nigga got countless amounts of songs like that we went in and worked on and made. You know what I'm saying? And so when you hear Bishop talking about what he's talking about, you know, man, Bishop's in the trenches. Bishop is me. That's why I was at. Well, Bishop, we one dude. I understand him. You know what I'm saying? In that situation, because anybody that's been in that situation, anybody from Bishop to Game to everybody that has ever been under Dr. Dre know how he get down. Everybody know. We all know. This is how he operates.
Man,
and I love him. I love him. That's like, listen, don't get it twisted. That's my nigga. I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Do I agree with the shit that went on when it come to my situation? No. But at the end of the day, man, I learned a lot from that man. I learned how to make records from that man. You know what I'm saying? And that dude took me all over the world. I saw shit I never would have seen. You know what I mean?
So,
private islands. Nigga, I was on private planes fucking with dudes. You know, I ain't been on no private plane. You know what I mean? With him and Eminem, I ain't know about no private plane. It's from the hood, man.
I shit, me neither. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? That shit the same way. So hold on.
Private, man. You know, I remember when that bus crash shit went down, you know, M let me ride on the plane with him. You know what I mean? Damn. But at the end of the day, you know, when it comes down to my album not coming out, it's just a whole bunch of shit that goes into it. And what I don't want to happen, and you know, this is why I was even reluctant to do interviews. I don't ever want to be a situation where him or Dre would try to come out and say something to make it be something else. And because at that point, then that would just be ugly to me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That would definitely that would bother me. Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you who's.
I went to fucking all the magazines, man, and played my album. I went to Double XL, Vibe, all these magazines, fucking Rolling Stone, all these magazines. I played my album. These niggas was giving me standing ovations. They was reviewing it. Scratch magazines, 4.5 out of 5, 5 out of 5.
It shouts to Scratch.
All this shit.
Yeah.
This shit is never coming out in a store to be released, and that is a fucking shame, dog. And they know it's hot.
Yeah, this is a question I had though, man. Like, so when you in this situation, Stat, you said 5 years you was stuck there. What do you do for money as an artist? Are you getting checks, like spending money during this time? Because this is something I always wondered for me. I don't know what do you bonus? Do? Yeah, is a signing bonus? Are you still living off that or? Okay, let me break it all down to y'all, man. Yeah,
let me keep it real. Let's get into it, man. Okay, you sign on the label, right? Mm-hmm. I'm a smart motherfucker, so my money lasts a little bit longer than the average motherfucker. Okay. But most motherfuckers' money don't last that long. So
well, you got an economics major, so that helps.
Yeah, I stretch my shit out as long as I can, make a cartwheel, but how long is it gonna last? But then you got your expenses, you know, that you got to maintain, because you can't go get no job. You know what I mean?
Nah, you don't got time for it because you're recording.
Exactly. The really only thing you can do if you need to get some money is fuck around and dig a dab in some illegal shit. Let's keep it real.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because going to them is not an option. You know what I'm saying? Or you go to them, they'll give you a stipend. But, like, come on, man, a little change is not really enough. You can do features. Me, I wrote on projects. You know what I'm saying? I was fortunate enough to get on some projects and get some money that way. But that's what I said, man. Like that's what I was saying. Like being on the Yankees, you on the Yankees and you watching the Derek Jeters and the A-Rod, niggas getting A-Rod money, and you feel like you on the Kansas City Royals.
That's fucked up.
You're not eating. You feel me?
Yeah.
You're not eating, and that just ain't for me. That ain't just me. You know what I'm saying? I was fortunate because I hustle. I go get money. I know how to get it. Before I met them, I had a house. I had things of my own. So I hustle and go get it. But dog, some of these other brothers and sisters that's been on these situations and in these situations, niggas they starving, dog. And it's fucked up because albums ain't being released. It'd be a different situation if you on a label and you get ready to put your album out. But you signed to a nigga 4 or 5 years and your record ain't coming out and you sitting there starving and these niggas know you in the streets still fucking with that shit. That's where it's fucked up.
Yeah,
that's where you like, damn, dude, that's where it's like, is this really family or not? Because you know I'm risking my freedom with this. And
yeah, because I heard the line
what I'm doing.
On Dear Summer too. You said you was going back and forth with the lawyers. You said they knew you was hustling. You was out in the streets hustling, and they act like they ain't care. So I'm like, that's fucked up. Because see, I thought it was a different situation over there at Aftermath, and maybe this is part of my fucked up mind, but I got like the Shady Aftermath Interscope camp up on Mount Olympus. Like they just the highest of the high, and I thought,
well, they are. Every
artist that was signed there got treated like royalty. If your album ain't coming out, you getting, you know, maybe monthly or bi-monthly.
You get a stipend. Listen, I'm gonna be real. They'll give you a stipend.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
But you still got to pay that back though, right?